A mother of three's demise has revealed the brutal, bloody reality of the Mafia.
Proseguono senza sosta le ricerche di Maria Kindamo.
Murdered and fed to pigs for refusing to sell land to Mafia bosses.
It is true, absolutely, and that's why it's such an insidious thing to discuss. The problem is, in a way, that it remains hidden to many. So the closer you are to it, the less you see it.
But it doesn't stop there. They've threatened children and have even stopped ambulances from using their sirens because it interrupted drug deals.
When you hear stories like that, it just brings alive how tight the control is and how deep the influence is at a very, very local level. So, for example, in Calabria, where the heads of hospital wards will need the nod from the local mob boss before they get the job. So, a guy who's going to be having the power of life or death over people is there at the say-so of the mafia.
It's all pouring out as part of the biggest court case in almost 40 years. 355 Mafia suspects on trial, a call center turned into a mega courtroom, all of it being played out on Zoom.
Most of the defendants couldn't actually be there because of COVID, so they were all on video conference lines from their jails. And those people who did show up in flesh were their lawyers, so it was a bit like a sort of mob lawyer conference.
Top Mafia prosecutor Nicola Gratteri collated more than 20,000 pages of evidence for the trial, a trial that will take years. And Mafia expert Anna Sergi, who grew up in the same village as the main suspect Luigi Mancuso, says violence was a way of life for them.
This is the problem. You don't necessarily see all this. You normalize certain things. There are some people you don't talk to. I grew up in a family that was very heavily against mafia, very vocally so. So I didn't have a choice in a way but to know about certain things and to act in a certain way.
And despite the efforts of police and the Australian Criminal Intelligence Commission, the Mafia remains entrenched here in Australia. But Anna Sergi says politicians need to do more.
The problem with Australia is the legislation. You cannot fight something that is transnational in nature, that has so many peculiarities because different families do different things, they have different reach, and they do different criminal activities in a way that is national. Australia still fights organized crime at the national level.